stuff off the table. Jeez, Phil. There. Now we look professional. Look at that. We'll give it just a minute or so here. Hold on. Just realized something. There we go. See if we can get all angled here to get my sign in. Sign? No. All right, so we'll work on some of that. Hello, everybody. It is Friday, January 30th, 2026. And I came up with a name for my show. I'm going to call it the Lunch Bowl, where you get to share lunch with me every day and you get a little bit of headlines on what's going on locally, things that matter to us, and also what I'm eating. Today, I got some leftover chicken and some pasta. I swear I just heard somebody coughing out of my room and I'm not sure what's going on in there. But anyways, I'm home today for lunch. In the future, I could see possibly going out to local venues to sit down and have lunch, maybe talk to the owners of the establishments. But I'm starting to simple here. The reason I'm doing this is because I now have a Facebook professional profile. So I don't know if you can see it. Well, you can't see it when it's not live, but while you're live, if you look right over here, it should be right around there. There's a little star thing that you can give me tips now. It's kind of like TikTok. You know, this is still kind of new to Facebook, so let's see. I have one viewer. Here you go. Here's your sign. Today's the lunch bowl. Oh, that's reversed, huh? We'll work out all these details later. But in the meantime, just go through a couple of important little headlines here. As everybody knows, today is the 30th, which, if you've been watching the news, there's a nationwide shutdown, supposedly, but we don't really see it much in Lyon County because we're all too poor to not go to work. So if you're looking for lunch today, it appears that Sonny's Cafe is open and fully staffed. So is the Roadrunner Cafe, and I also noticed that the Lady Tamale had an open sign in the window, so they're doing good. Also not affected by the shutdown today would be White Van Guy. You guys know who that is out in Dayton. I'm not sure what his name is, so I'm just going to call him White Van Guy. He's the guy that cleans up on the side of the highway. Just really pretty much every day, and he has been for a while now, and he's been making Highway 50 just beautiful since COVID, really. And noticed the trash had built up a little while there, and I hadn't seen him out there. I know other folks hadn't seen him out there for a while, so we were all hoping that he's okay or hadn't moved away or whatever. And just to let you know, I saw him parked out at Dollar General today on my way back home for lunch. So, and he has little cones out and everything. So he's out working again. So White Van Guy, he's good. Saw Dancing Larry the other day. He's doing good. I haven't seen Running Lady in a few days. Hope she's all right. What else we got? Okay, now here's for some kind of serious news. Ice was spotted in Carson City yesterday. So just a heads up, if you have any concerns about that sort of thing, just know ice is in town. So that is what it is. Also, coming up in March, 1 in 10 Nevadans are going to lose their SNAP benefits, and that's a pretty big deal. That's going to be about 44,000 people are going to lose their SNAP benefits in March. The notes that I took from the story that I read in the Nevada Independent, 44,700 Nevadans are going to be kicked off of SNAP. Able-bodied adults, which includes adults 55 to 64, and parents of kids over 14, no longer have exemptions. Also, there's no exemptions for homeless, for vets, or for people doing foster care. So that's a big deal. So I'm sure the food banks are going to get very, very busy in March. If you can donate to the food banks, that would be very helpful. Also required, sorry, a little sniffly here. Also required is 20 hours a week of work. So you're gonna have to work for 20 hours a week, or be in official training somewhere. So like tax-paying official work. Hey Naomi. And also, there's not going to be any SNAP for any refugee or asylum seekers. So, once again, just a quick recap. In March, SNAP benefits are going away for over 44,000 Nevadans. And it doesn't matter if you're a vet, if you're homeless, if you're, if you have asylum or refugee status, if you have parents, if you are parents of kids over 14, if you're 55 to 64, it all applies. So if you're on SNAP, you're going to have to work 20 hours a week now. That's just the way it be. Also, what other notes did I have here? I also got, now this is pretty cool. I saw this and I shared it on My Dayton Peeps is Bigger. If you're not already a member of that, please join that. If I've kicked you out of that, behave yourself and come back. Maybe. Well, I don't know. But this is for homeless pets. So if you are experiencing homelessness and you have some pets and you need them fed, you need vets, stuff like that, there is a resource for this now. And I'm going to put this on philwoolley.com as well. I'm going to add this to my resources for pets. But you can go to petsofthehomeless.com. That's petsofthehomeless.com. Or you can give them a call at 775-841-7463. So let's make sure all those doggies get fed out there and they get all the vet stuff that they need. And wow, did I already run through? I think I already ran through all of my notes for today. Oh, tomorrow, Saturday, we're going to be cleaning up in Fernley for Desert Pigs, for you guys that are into that kind of stuff. And I think it's the Quick Stop we're meeting at, but if you would like to volunteer, just simply visit desertpigs.com/volunteer, and it'll have the meetup time, a map to it, and all that. It's going to be 9 a.m. We always meet up at 9 a.m. And for anybody who hasn't been on a Desert Pigs run, those tend to last about 3 hours, sometimes a little longer, sometimes a little less, depending on the mess that we're dealing with. We invite everybody of all. You don't have to be in great physical shape. You don't have to have a 4-wheel drive vehicle or a trailer or any of that stuff, really. I mean, you just want to show up, throw some gloves on, throw a couple things, low battery, throw a couple things into a trash can, and we'll feed you lunch at the end of it. So it's a pretty good deal. Also, we gladly accept people that are working community service. It's a good way to work it off. And yeah, if you can join us, come on out. And that, I believe, is all of the notes I have. Except one more. A personal note, kind of a sad note here, very sad note for us, is my old black cat, Marco, has gone AWOL here. He's gone out the door somewhere. And he's been gone since yesterday afternoon. So if you live on the 6 Mile Riverboat area of Dayton and you happen to see kind of a generic looking black cat, he's pretty big, that might be him. If you give me a call at 775-220-7152, I'd greatly appreciate it. You probably can't catch him. He's really skittish as hell once he gets out there, once he gets out of the house. So I hope we find him. I love my cat. I want him back. But I think that pretty much wraps it up. I'm about to enjoy my leftover chicken and pasta. For everybody else, if you're looking for lunch, make sure you go to Sonny's Cafe, the Lady Tamale, or the Roadrunner Cafe, which is now located at the Carson Plains Casino. So, yeah, shop local. Make sure you keep the money and the taxes local, and these hard-working folks coming out here to get you fed, go out and go dump some money on them once in a while. So you've been listening to The Lunch Bowl with Phil Woolley. There will be more shows like this pretty much every day during the week, weekdays, every day. I'll change up the format. I will do what I can to boost this thing up. And hopefully you guys will start dropping some stars in there, start dropping some tips for me, and this will be worth my time other than just to entertain myself and stare at myself in an iPhone. Anyways, you guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you Monday. Bye.